What's up, guys? Ego. Today I'm going to talk about the illusion of competition and the fact that a lot of the limitations you have in your head are made up. I think from my experience traveling and doing judo at a higher level, I set at the beginning I set a lot of limitations in my head. I thought everyone is good. Everyone is just as good as me, if not better. And I quickly had to shake that off. It wasn't getting me anywhere. It was getting me losses. It was getting me intimidated. And most of the times before you fail at something, you've already failed in your mind. And if you fail in your mind, you got to go back, reevaluate, and start thinking more positive so that you obtain what you want. It's not to go too far into the whole judo experience, but from a fundamental point of view so that everybody can understand, you are up against other individuals in life to obtain what you want. That's just the fact of the matter. Is for anything that you want, there's other people wanting to be in your shoes somehow, somewhere. And it does cross our minds because we like to compare ourselves to other people and judge where they got with where we're gonna end up. If he can do it, I can do it. I can't do it because he couldn't do it. It's like never ending. But understand this: you are your own person, and as cliche as that sounds, there's hundreds of thousands of other personalities and motivations behind an individual that drives them to a certain point. The only responsibility you have is to outlast them in that competition, whether it be a job, whether it be music, whether it be a scholarship opportunity, anything. Outlast and outsmart. You see somebody on the come up and you think, damn, like they're coming up, like I'm gonna have to back off because like they're already doing that. But let's understand, people, that most of the time people don't stay on the come up. They get their quick high, and then they get comfortable with that, and they stagnate. And this is not to prey on anybody's downfall or to wish harm upon anybody's success. I mean, I think if we could have a world where everybody was rising, that'd be awesome. But this is just an example of people being intimidated by that and wanting to back away, just for some reason thinking that there's a scarcity in success and energy, that just because one person obtains it, you can't. That's not true. Everybody can become successful. Everybody can have what they desire. We're just not living up to our true potential. And the truth of the matter is, most people won't. And it's kind of sad, but I don't know. Maybe that's just the way things work, are designed to work. Yeah, it's calling me. Someone called me. I had to hang up the phone and start over. So basically, where was I headed? Competition. It's not necessarily a bad thing, not a harmful thing. It sounds daunting, competition, damn. But it's just, once we compare ourselves, I think we start that begins to be our downfall. It's like, damn, like I just knew this dude, and he's like a multimillionaire, and it's like, what have I been doing, right? And it's like, fuck, you just start downing yourself. Like, for what? I mean, what did you do? You know, what did you take the proper steps? And then you start ruling it out as luck. And for those of you that are already have accomplished things of that nature, I mean, that's the hater mentality. Oh, it was luck. They didn't work that hard. But that same illusion will get you nowhere. I mean, it'll keep you where you are. But you don't want to be there. So we can't think that. We can't think that it takes that much either. That it takes, like, we can't get overwhelmed with the workload that it will take, basically. I don't want to downplay it, because it does take a lot of work, but we cannot get overwhelmed and think, damn, like, no one's expected to do this all at once. No one is. It's going to take time. It's going to be a rigorous process. And that's why it's important that you enjoy that process, that you really want it and you enjoy it, because it's you're sacrificing a lot to obtain what you want. So don't get disheartened by other success, by the overwhelming workload, or overwhelmed by the workload. It can be overwhelming at times, but there's ways to guide that energy somewhere else, to cycle that back into the work. So, but we'll talk about that in another video. So that's that, and understand that most people aren't going to push through, pull through. A lot of people that you see that are making it, it's all an illusion, because a lot of them like to post and make it and flex like they are. It's bullshit. You got a lot of fakers, a lot of naysayers, a lot of BSers. It's never ending. A lot of people love to scam and love to give you a false narrative when it's not the case. Like I said earlier, your duty is to outlast them in what it is you want. And think to yourself, when they're sleeping, you're working. You gotta have that mentality. When they're out playing PS4, PS5, whatever. I can't remember the last time I picked up a video game. Not to pat myself on the back, but I've been nonstop working on my craft, on music. And it gives you a sense of entitlement. It reminds you that you're headed somewhere, that you are going to get to where you want to be. While there is tons of talented people more talented than I am, in every single occasion, and that's another factor, is talent. Damn, they're so talented. Natural gift. You can't be afraid of talent. When you are talented from a young age, and I've seen it a lot, it takes away from the work ethic. So you don't get to, and it's sad, it's like a privilege. Like, if you grow up in a privileged home, like, it takes away from like that street smartness, that drive. It's like, it's a certain drive you get when you're in the mud, that you don't get as a privileged person. And I'm not saying that you can't obtain that naturally as a person that's privileged, but naturally, for the most part, no. And you can argue this all you want. Most people that grow up privileged don't experience the same shit that people that are from low-income families experience. With that being said, talent, I've seen it from the start. It makes people complacent, because they rely on their talent so much that the second hard work starts to beat them, they back off. It's like intimidating. It's like, oh, hard work, like. But I thought all I needed was talent. So they were never able to build up that hard work muscle in their brain, that push through. So I think that if you mix talent with hard work, it'd be a dangerous combination, and you'll be able to see that a lot in a lot of cases. I could say that about like Justin Bieber, Kobe Bryant, like those guys. They knew like what it took to get there, and they worked their ass off. Two examples out of many that are out there, but those are for me like the epitome of hard work. But you might have yours, hard work and talent for that matter. So yeah, that's all I got. Just push through, push, because eventually it'll break through, and you'll be able to shine on everybody. I feel like I make these videos to like remind myself like where I'm headed, but at the same time, it's actually like beneficial for somebody to share this mentality with, and hopefully I can inspire others, because one day like it's gonna break through. And I tell him, maybe hitting this all the time. Hopefully he starts to start sending his message out there. It's gonna happen. I believe it. I feel entitled just because of how much work I put in. But at the same time, I don't think I've put in enough work, because it's never enough. And not to work yourself to death. There's ways to take breaks, spend time with your loved ones, stay grounded. But there's also a focus if you truly want to accomplish something. That's all I got. Peace. Peace. That's all I got. A.T.G. out.